Hey everyone, it's Tony here with Nerds Never Sleep, bringing you guys another Iron Studios 1/10 X-Men unboxing. Now, 2 weeks ago, it's been 2 weeks now I think, I did a poll again for you all to vote as to who I was going to be opening. I was going to either be Havok or Bishop. And for the majority of the poll, Havok was actually ahead by anywhere between 1 and 10 votes. And the very last day of voting, before I kind of just close everything out, Bishop actually got ahead by 1 vote at the end. So I thought I was going to be unboxing Havok for you guys instead of doing Bishop. So this originally was supposed to be posted last week, but things have been pretty busy over here in real life. So been kind of running around a lot, getting a lot of stuff, trying to line up a lot of things, personal life wise, fix some things, figure some stuff out. So I've been a little delayed, but again, this week should bring things back to the normal pace. I know I'm shooting this. I did only one unboxing last week, so I did slack, but I'm doing Bishop. This week, I'm doing another pop-up parade, and I'm doing another Kuji figure. So I will have at least three unboxings for you guys this week. And I'm going to be posting a poll for my next statue from Iron Studios as well. So a lot of stuff coming up. I'm pretty excited to start doing some other things like some commentary videos. And I've also been doing some live streaming with my games, been tinkering around with that. So no camera yet on that. I'm actually getting my camera for my PS5 and stuff like that next week. So I'll be live streaming with my camera and my setup and all that stuff, talking to people, kind of just having fun playing some video games. So check out the channel for that as well if you guys are into watching live streams. I'm just kind of trying to just have fun with all this stuff while I can. So pretty exciting, pretty exciting, pretty hectic. So without further ado, I'm going to bring you guys over, show you guys the box on the time-traveling badass that is Bishop. And again, as you can see, before I even get into it, this is the older style box. So he's a little bit older as far as these X-Men ones go, because the newer ones do have the circular kind of picture in the middle. So he's an older one, a little bit older, but you can still pick him up aftermarket in a lot of spots. So I'm going to bring you guys in, show you the box right now. We're going to open them up. As you can see here, it has a close-up of the statue on the front of the box here with the old school Iron Studios logo over here. And you go over to the side, we're going to have more of a silhouette of him with the Iron Studios, of course. And on the other side, actually, the picture kind of continues over onto the side as well, of his hand kind of lit up with his mutant powers. And then on the back of the box here, we're going to have our Iron Studios, and we're going to have the full statue right here on the back as well. Up top, we're going to just have your basic X-Men logo with Bishop written on it. So pretty standard fare for the older style boxes again. And now we're going to take a look inside this box and see how he looks, because going by this, he looks like he's going to look pretty badass. So I'm pretty excited to check this one out. Okay, so I've taken the liberty of cutting this loose already. As you can see at the top, always make sure you open these from the top, the Iron Studios logo. I'm going to actually open it up facing you guys. I'm going to try to wiggle this off here. There we go. Styrofoam tossed aside. So we've got a few pieces here. Obviously, we're going to have his base. We're going to have Bishop. It looks like we're going to have his big-ass gun over here. Looks like this is going to be a smaller gun over here, I think. And this is probably going to be his hand with the power effect, with his ability effect. So, as always, I'm going to go and take the base out first. I'm going to get a little noisy with the crinkles. And I don't want to break. Hopefully, we've got no breakage here. I've seen a couple of these unboxed where there's been breakage, so fingers crossed. Take a look real quick. Oh, he's got a lamp on the ground and a broken desk here, but no breakage, so that's pretty cool. Looks like we've got he's got lamp. He's got a little desk, a bunch of drawers right here. stuff like that. Definitely some broken wood. So his scene is probably going to be more something inside the school. So very cool. There is a hole right here for what's going to be his foot peg, I imagine. So I think he's going to look this way. I'm going to put it that way just to see. We're going to go with the body next. Again, solid. He's actually pretty. He's solid. He's pretty solid like Cable was actually. Like Cable and Forge. Forge felt actually a lot lighter than this. But I think Bishop is obviously a thicker character. He's a thick boy, so, you know. And he looks pretty damn awesome, if I do say so myself. I love, and you'll see it when I bring you guys in, he's got a metallic blue tone to his boots, which is really cool. It looks futuristic, I guess. So here he is. So he's got both his hands kind of are going to be done up. So we're going to key him in, and his key is actually going to... Okay, so he keys in a different way. I didn't think that was the way he was going to key in, but okay, cool. So I thought he was going to be facing a different way, but it looks like... I want to just make sure his key is not fitting very solid. There it goes. So his key, you got to kind of finagle it in a little bit. You got to get it in right at the right exact angle for him to fit flush. But again, he's not going to fit completely flush because the dresser or piece of debris he's on is actually at an angle. So it does fit. He fits very well. He's not loose or wobbly. Great. So I'm going to take a look real quick at what we've got here for pieces, because we've got 3 different pieces and only 2 arms. So, okay, so here we've got his big ass blaster hand, which I imagine is going to be this one right here. So we've got a hand right there with his big ass gun. And this small piece, I'm going to take a look real quick, is... okay. So we've also got his pistol right here. So he's got his hand cannon. That's what it is. So he's got his hand cannon, and it does slide right here into his back. So that's pretty awesome. They didn't sculpt it in. They just kind of left it there on the back so you could slide it in and slide it out. So I like that. That's actually pretty awesome. Wish they would have made an option where you could display him with either gun. But hey, that's pretty cool too. And the other hand is obviously going to be right here with his very cool translucent kind of pinkish purplish effect going on for his mutant ability. And it magnetizes right in there. Now I do wish, again, I wish you could have had an option to maybe display him with this gun and another hand over here, with the glowy powers. But this looks pretty badass, I gotta say. So I'm pretty excited to let you guys take a look at this one up close, because damn, another one of these I wasn't expecting much out of. And yeah, he looks pretty badass. I gotta give him that. So pretty excited to show you guys. Let's take a look right now. This thing looks so cool. And again, I'm gonna go free camera as always and kind of just let you guys take a peek. It is difficult to see him from the front with this big ass cannon that he's got here. But as you can tell, Bishop, they did a great job with Bishop wearing the OG kind of classic costume. Pouches and pockets everywhere. Classic X-Men. He's got his red bandana right here, rocking that out. And again, he is standing on, some kind of dressers and stuff like that. So maybe a bedroom. Again, very awesome colors. I love this translucent pink purple kind of thing. His power ability looks great. I mean, he's got his muscle pouch down here on his leg for his his calf muscles. And again, I'm going to show you when we get up closer. He's got a very cool metallic blue kind of tone highlight to his boots, which really looks awesome. I mean, you can see it from here. And again, the amazing detail where they kind of made the boots on a lot of these dirty. Obviously, he loves lamp. He's got his other hand cannon on his back. Looks really, really awesome. I'm going to have to come back out because his gun takes up so much space. But this is really sweet. I'm going to zoom you guys in now. So as you can see again, sorry about that shake. Again, we have the floorboards here of the school, and he's kind of standing on a dresser. Again, you can see right here where his foot doesn't fit exactly flush because obviously he's at an angle. But here you go. You can see the metallic tone on his boots, and it looks really, really good. Not a crazy detail, but I mean, when you're looking at the boots, it stands out. And again, awesome work with the seams and everything on the costume, stitching or whatever. We've got some debris, again, another dresser. He is definitely muscular. He's got his pouches right here, with his X logo on it. Very, very awesome. I mean, he's jacked as all hell. So again, we've got some pouches. We've got leg pouches. We've got his belt pouches. We've got all that good stuff. And again, he's got another X logo on his belt here. Obviously, again, I'm going to bring you over here. This is really awesome looking. I mean, they made this effect look so cool with him. And he has his kind of, he's got his patch here on his shoulder. Obviously, comic accurate. Looks great. I'll bring you guys in here. Let you see the face. Sorry about that blur real quick. There we go. Looks really, really good here. Trying to get you guys in closer without it being too blurry. Face came out awesome. They have his kind of M tattoo over his eye here. It looks great. And again, it is hard to get in on his face with the gun. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to really quick take that off. That way you guys can get a better look at the face. Face looks awesome. They did a great job with it. I'm going to put a strong hand back on now. There we go. And now bring you guys back around. Kind of go up here. Sorry about that. I don't want to bounce around, but I want to bring you guys up. Let you get a look up here at his back and his hand cannon here. Again, he is jacked as hell. So this thing looks great. Iron Studios did another phenomenal job, as always, with this X-Men line. So he looks great. Get you kind of a cool angle of him right here. Looks really, really amazing. And now I'm going to show you guys him with a couple of companion pieces that I'm going to partner him up with. All right, so here's something I'm going to kind of do as a little part of my display. I'm obviously going to make sure I keep him with Forge 100% of the time. These two are going to be a duo in my display. But for right now, until I do unbox Deadpool, Cable is going to be standing off with them as well. So obviously we've got Cable here. I've done an unboxing for him on the channel as well. So if you want to take a look at that, he's got another big ass gun too. So we've got Bishop and Forge, who I also did a video on the channel for as well. So now this trio does look pretty badass together. They're kind of my time traveler trio. And they look really awesome together. So highly recommend picking them all up. Let's go out now and give you guys my final thoughts. All right, so my time travel trio is complete now that I have unboxed Bishop. And he came out fantastic. Again, just like with Forge, I was not expecting much. Honestly, Forge, not really a character I cared too much about in the comics. He was just always kind of there for me. But his statue came out fantastic. So, got Bishop. Already knew I was ready for Bishop because he is always a badass. As a fan of the cartoon back in the 90s, loved when he came on into the show. He was just a badass. They almost made him like he was like a time traveling cowboy, just the way he kind of presented himself. Loved it. And this statue just captures him perfectly. I mean, they did another fantastic job here. The details in this base, from the dressers, the details in the dressers, the wood, the lamp kind of sitting here on the bottom of the floor. Everything looks so damn good. I love the translucent kind of power effects here. Looks great. I like the fact that you can actually take his little hand cannon on or off of his back. I do wish they gave you the option to swap guns because maybe he could have his pistol and he could have his his giant gun somewhere else. But again, it's not really something you'd have to move around the backpack and stuff like that. So I get why they made the choice they did. He looks fantastic. And I gotta say, I mean, while he's not my upper echelon of favorite X-Men characters, I'm gonna give this one high 8 to a 9. As far as a personal review, I think he came out fantastic. The details, everything about it came out great. I don't have any gripes with it at all. And again, he looks fantastic with these other two as part of kind of the trio here of boys with big guns and time traveling to kick your ass. So definitely like it a lot. And now my trio is complete until he moves over with Deadpool. But I really like this one a lot. I thought he came out amazing. So again, great job, Iron Studios. You guys, again, with this X-Men line have just killed it. And I am so excited for your next Marvel comic line, which I think is Secret Wars. I think it's Secret Wars or Infinity Saga. It's one of those two. I'm going to correct myself here, and I'm brain farting, but I think it's Infinity Wars or Secret Wars. Infinity Wars might be it, because I know I've seen things like Thanos and stuff like that. So very excited to get comic book Spider-Man, comic book, I'm so excited for this. And I know we have Mr. Sinister coming in this X-Men line as well. So very, very excited for that. There still are a few omissions that I am hoping for in this line going forward. I hope we see, since we've gotten Pyro, hope we see Toad and Avalanche to kind of make up their little brotherhood trio. And I honestly love to see them re-release the two older pieces that started it off. And I know they're the two ones people have the hardest time getting, which are Professor X and Mystique. Me personally, I didn't know this was going to be a whole big set when those first came out. I did manage to get a Professor X, but I never managed to get Mystique. And if I had known they were going to do something ambitious like this, I would have made sure I got them all. But again, there are some characters so far. I know I'd like to see Polaris as well, and Shatterstar from X-Force. So just some wishful thinking, but I think they can just keep this line going and just keep running with it. I know we have an Age of Apocalypse line coming as well, which I am going to skip on, just because the Apocalypse in that set is almost as expensive as one of the Sentinels from this set, and not something I want to do when I already have the large deluxe edition of your standard Apocalypse, which did on this channel as well, and he is amazing. So if you haven't seen that video, check that out as well. But again, I'm going to highly recommend this one to any of the X-Men fans out there, especially if you are a fan of Bishop. There are not a lot, just like with Forge, there are not a lot of pieces dedicated to these characters. So when you see one, especially one that is this good, highly recommend getting it. Definitely recommend picking up Bishop if you can find him. I mean, especially, like I said, if you're a fan of this character, I can't recommend him highly enough because he came out amazing. So again, another Iron Studios piece that I am more than happy that I have gotten, and cannot wait to do my next one. I will give you guys a poll again as to which one you want to see me do next. I think I might go with the ladies this next time. I'm looking possibly at going between Psylocke and Scarlet Witch. So that'll be a tough choice. I'm interested to see how that race is going to go. But I think I'm going to juggle between Psylocke and Scarlet Witch for the next video, for my next one that I'm going to have you guys vote on. So stay tuned for the polls. I do a poll on Instagram, on Twitter, on TikTok, and one on YouTube as well. So check those socials out if you guys want to vote. If you really want to see one or the other, vote on all the socials. I tally all the votes up from all the socials at the end, and that's how I get my results. That's how this one ended up winning, because one of the socials ended up skyrocketing for Bishop and added all those extra points at the end. So, pretty excited for the next one. And then I'm probably going to take the losers that I've had, the ones that have lost, which at this point have been Spiral, Havok, and then whoever loses this next one, and I'm going to make a three-way poll to see which one of the losers you guys want to see. And I do also have, not to go on too long, I have 4 new Iron Studios ones coming that I ordered during their amazing sale right now. If you're watching this 4th of July weekend right now, when it comes out, Iron Studios has an amazing sale on their site right now with stuff up to 80% off. I just, even though I didn't have much interest in them, got the entire set of the Black Widow movie statues, which is Yelena, Black Widow, Red Guardian, and Taskmaster. I think they were all $28 a piece from them directly. So I could not pass up on it. So I highly recommend checking out their site right now. They have a fire sale on a bunch of stuff. Check it out. Again, highly recommend Bishop. And I'm going to end this video now before I go on too long. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it. Give a like, give a comment down below on if you liked them, what you want to see next, anything like that. Love all the interactions. Building up my algorithm again after it's been throttled. So I see you guys on all the socials. Again, I'm everywhere. So anywhere you're on social media, I'll be there. So look us up there. Rumble, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, all over the place now. And I'm probably going to start live streaming on Kick as well once I get everything set up. So I am on Twitch. Not often. I'm using YouTube right now for my live streaming until I do get a multi-stream. So when I do that, I'll make sure I update everyone as well. But until next time, I'll see you guys. Bye, everyone.